welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into their current thoughts about you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is Tarot of the Mystical Moments. This is the image. Alright, and pile number two is Tarot of the Witch's Garden. This is the back cover. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi, pile one. For those of you who chose Tarot of the Mystical Moments, it's going to be a reading, alright? But before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pile one. What are pile one's person's current thoughts about pile one, please? Pile one's person's current thoughts about pile one, please. Way too many. I'll take that. We have the Seven of Cups, 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, the Devil. Your person is at crossroads right now, pile one. Is it between you and someone else or something else? For some of you, I am seeing third-party energy coming through, but for others of you, I am seeing that maybe your person is at the crossroads where they have to choose between you, like this connection, or something else. Could be related to their career, could be related to their finances as well. Right now, their current thoughts, they haven't made a decision yet. Pile one, they're literally at that point right now, and their current thoughts are about how they are being faced with with this decision right now. They're kind of thinking about what it would be like to be with you, to choose your connection, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of happiness. It's going to be a lot of, you know, just happy memories between the two of you. I think that you both connect in such a beautiful way. But at the same time, the other option, it feels like your person is compelled to choose it. It might also feel that if they let that go, then there might be a little bit of fear of missing out, like a FOMO coming through with your person as well. So on one side, there is you, there is absolute happiness. And on the other side, it looks like your person perceives that they are going to lose a lot, or they feel that they are kind of being forced to choose the other option right now. The other option, there's something about being tempting. So maybe it's like a lot of money, or it's going to significantly change your person's life, or it could just be a more surface level connection and your person's not ready to explore the depth of this connection. I'm getting various scenarios over here, but there's something about the other option being tempting for your person, but in the long run, it probably is going to work against your person. And they do see it, you know. I think that this is going to give more short-term pleasure, whereas in the long term, I think that it is not what your person wants, but yours, short term, both if you have to work on this connection, but long term, there's going to be so much of happiness, so much of stability between the two of you. So right now, the person is literally at the crossroads. Their current thoughts about you are just trying to understand the two options that they have in front of them, what it is going to lead to, what is the future of that, their thoughts about it. A message coming through is you might be upset that you are like one of the choices rather than your person just being sure about you. But what I feel called to say is that I think your person has to go through this thought process so that if and when they choose you, they are like 100% sure about it. I think that this was their soul's journey leading them to that fork. And they had to, in order to choose you, they have to go through this thought process so that they don't question their decisions in the future. All right? So I know that some of you might be a little bit upset. I don't know why I was getting that, but I was getting that. With the Three of Wands clarifying the Ten of Cups, it feels like right now your person's blank. Pile 1, like even me, there's so many thoughts running in my mind, but nothing's coming to, nothing, I'm unable to grab any of the thoughts that are running in my mind. I don't know if that makes sense, and I really think that I might be tapping into your person's energy. I think that they are a bit blank right now because they know that the option that has you, this connection, it's going to take time to build on that stability, right? So short term, there's going to be a wait for that happiness, for that family kind of feeling between the two of you. Whereas it looks like the other option, there's going to be like happiness in the beginning, but then long term it's going to feel very stuck, like your person's going to feel very stuck, or it's going to feel like they're very trapped in that decision. So it's kind of more the choice between instant gratification and choosing the other option that you know long term is going to be aligned to you, your happiness, and it's just going to make you happy. So I think that right now your person's blank, frankly, their thoughts about you, it's more about them understanding the potential of what they see with you about that option, but also understanding that it's a lot of work to get to that point. And are they willing to do it? Are they willing to put that effort in? These are all thoughts that they're having. They're questioning themselves, you know. For some of you, the other option could just be doing nothing, all right? It could just be whether to invest in this connection or just nothing, do nothing at all and just continue with their lives, because choosing you would be a big impact on their life, right? Their life would have to change significantly, whereas doing nothing, the other option, they could just go about their day, go about normally. But with the Devil coming out, it is going to be an option that long term they're going to be very dissatisfied with. So it's kind of that point where they're deciding, they're thinking, they're evaluating their options. Let's see. What is their next action? What is Pile 1's person's next action towards Pile 1? Yeah, I wanted to clarify that. So your person is going to evaluate which option is going to give them long-term stability. And it looks like they are going to choose the option that is going to give them long-term stability. That is their next action towards you. And given that I asked towards you, it looks like the option is going to be you. Though I am seeing that this is not fast-moving energy, Pile 1, your person is going to take a little bit of time. But when they do decide, like I said, I think that this thinking process was needed for your person. I think that they are someone who needs to evaluate their options. They need to go through that thought process before they come to a final conclusion. And once they come to that final conclusion, they never look back, and it's like they're so focused on that, and then they just keep going forward. So that's the energy, the King of Pentacles energy coming through. So once they have evaluated the two options, they're going to be confident about choosing you. That's what's going to happen. All right. And I think that making the right decision might be something that your person places a lot of value. So I think that they are just being extra cautious at this point in time as well. But once they come forward, Pile 1, it's going to be very, very stable, very, very secure. And it's going to be coming from a place where this person has no second thoughts, no buyer's remorse, I guess, nothing of that sort. They just know it's going to be you, and then it's going to be a very, very stable foundation that this person is going to build with you. It looks like they kind of want to be a provider of sorts. Gender doesn't matter, but it looks like it's the energy that your person wants to embody. They want to be the person to provide for you. They want to have that stability within themselves, and to come to that point within themselves, they have to go through this entire thought process. So don't take it to heart if you're thinking, okay, why is there like even a decision making process for this, right? Shouldn't choosing our connection be a no-brainer? No, I think sometimes there are some kinds of people where they need to go through that process. They need to evaluate before they make a decision so that there's no turning back. And perhaps it is this person's nature to do that. So don't take it personally. Don't take it as an indication of how deeply they feel for you, because the way that I'm seeing it is you do give your person this deep fulfillment, this deep contentment, and they do see a very, very happy future with you. But right now, your person's a little bit more on the logical side. I think they are a bit afraid to tap into their intuition as well as their deeper feelings, given we have the King of Pentacles coming out as well. So they're trying to view the whole situation logically so that at some point in the future, they're never going to have any regret about choosing this connection. All right? One advice for Palan, please. I'll take that. Expect communication from this person. Expect both of you to tide over this difficult phase. I know that it must be difficult. I did not intend it to be no contact and or separation, but I am seeing that for some of you, you could be sensing your person's confusion. There could be some emotional distance because of your person being a little bit on and off. This person could have gone within to kind of think about this as well. So for some of you, I am seeing silence. Actually, for a majority of you, I am seeing some kind of disconnect of sorts. So don't worry, both of you are going to tide over this. Both of you are going to sail through this, all right? And it looks like with the Eight of Wands, communication is coming through, though especially in this particular deck, I don't see it as fast communication. I do see it as slower communication, even though ordinarily in the RWS deck, the Eight of Wands is fast communication. For me, I always get the opposite with this deck. So it's going to take a little bit of time. It's slowly coming to you. All right. Trust that whatever is working, even if you can't see it on the surface, it is all coming together. All right. This person needs to come to that decision on their own. There is nothing that you can say or do that will bring them there. This needs to come from within them. And that is the way that it will go stable between the two of you, or that is the way that this person will show up confident and ready to take on the next steps with you. All right? Pile 1, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips I've sent in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pile 1, take care, trust your intuition, you always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi Pile 2, for those of you who chose Tarot of the Witch's Garden, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies, so close your eyes. Think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, Breathe out. What are Paltu's person's current thoughts about Paltu, please? Current thoughts about Paltu, please. I'll take that. I'll take that. Tower. The World. 9 of Wands. Queen of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Paltu. Someone was denying their attraction towards you. They can no longer deny it. Looks like something's changed in your connection. Something's changed within them as well. I think whatever denial was going on their end, they're realizing the more they deny this connection, the more it is becoming a burden on them. Your person's hopeful that they will be able to get this burden off their chest. They're wishing for a change in the dynamic between the two of you. For some of you, I am seeing no contact and or separation, but for others of you, I could see that you could be friends and maybe this person has been withholding back their attraction towards you or they've been denying it. For others of you, I am seeing that this could have started out as a one-night stand and now this person's feelings for you are growing over time and they're no longer denying it. That's the energy that your person is in as well. In their current thoughts, they're unable to convince themselves otherwise. So it looks like previously, every time their emotions for you or their feelings for you kind of come to the surface, I think that your person would logically kind of talk themselves out of it. Like they would keep forcing themselves to feel a certain way, or they would keep suppressing what they feel for you, or even just outrightly denying it to you or to themselves. But the more your person has done that, the more they're realizing that it is becoming harder for them to do that. And the reason for that is because their attraction towards you has actually increased over time. And frankly, the more that they've denied it, the more powerful their attraction for you has come through. I am not seeing love at this point, but I am seeing attraction and some feelings as well, all right? I would not be so strong to call it as love, but I am seeing very, very strong attraction, a deep soul resonance. I am also seeing feelings, but just not to the depth of love, all right? Now, at this point, your person wishes for a change in the dynamic between the two of you, but frankly, they don't know how to bring it up. They don't know what to say, because I think that for a long time, this person might have run away from you. This person could have ghosted you. This person could have, just kept, pushing you away, denying that they had feelings for you, or they wanted something more with you. And so because they've done all of this, all right, they can't just suddenly go back on their word or take a different action route. At least that's what this person perceives, right? And so even those thoughts are kind of becoming a burden for your person. Like, I've been acting one way up until now. How do I suddenly change? I can't just suddenly change. So there's a little bit of their ego stepping in as well. Your person definitely desires a change in the dynamic. So maybe you have accepted where this person was at. Like if this person kept on telling you that they didn't have feelings for you and they didn't want to be with you, maybe you just said, okay, fine, that's okay. And then you went about your way. Of course, you were sad and you were upset, but you might have just kind of resigned yourself to the fact that this person didn't feel the same way, even though you felt the soul connect as well. And now it's kind of like their ego is stepping in between and wondering, okay, well, how do I show them differently now? I've been saying one thing all along, and okay, fine, I have to accept it to myself first, but like, how do I also tell it to the person in question who is you? How to? So a little bit of that ego clash going on right now, a little bit of keeping their feelings hidden to themselves, though there are actually a lot of sweet feelings coming to the surface, a lot of desire for stability between the two of you. There's a little bit of dreamy energy coming through. So I don't think that this person was kind of like a romantic at some point, or they might have just kind of scoffed at anything to do with romance, but all of a sudden, like, the love songs are starting to make sense to them. All of a sudden, they are okay with saying cheesy stuff. It's kind of that transition that's happening within them, and they're not even realizing that it has changed them on a fundamental level. And with each of these realizations, like them suddenly listening to a love song and then thinking about you, and that's probably something that they've never done before. And so it's all of that confusion that your person is dealing with right now, this new version of them that has kind of come out, this version of them that wants something more with you. And as difficult as it is for them to admit, it looks like they're starting to get ready to admit that, not just to themselves but also to you as well. There's a lot of passion between the two of you. I am seeing that. But there's also a very deep soul resonance. Both of you could have spiritual gifts. I am seeing that. Or both of you could be energetically connected. So if your person, whatever your person's feeling, you could be feeling whatever you are feeling your person. They might not truly understand why they're tapping into your emotions and your feelings and your energy, but it looks like there is some kind of connection between the two of you. So now what's in your person's thoughts is, okay, well, I'm starting to accept what I feel for this person. I'm starting to accept that there might be actually something more between the two of us. But how do I bring it into reality? How do I bring that acceptance into reality? That's more of the thoughts that are going on within your person right now. Can you clarify the Page of Pentacles for me, please? Too many. Page of Pentacles, clarification, please. Yes, your person's manifesting this. The more they accept, the more they don't suppress, the more they, kind of allow their feelings to flow rather than push it away or deny it, the more they're actually manifesting something beautiful between the two of you. The more they're actually, like, the external circumstances are aligning for both of you to come together. So they might not think of it as manifesting, but it looks like the energy alignment is happening between the two of you. So if you are in separation, it looks like your person is aligning to the two of you. It looks like, I think your person might have been very worried about how to work on a connection, or they might not have been in the right emotional state to put in the effort towards this connection, but all of that is changing. Like I said, previously this person would scoff at anything to do with connections, and then suddenly they're listening to love songs and then they imagine you. Suddenly they can see themselves writing cheesy messages to you. Suddenly they can see themselves maybe driving 5 hours just to meet you for 10 minutes. It's that kind, like they are starting to envision themselves working for this connection or putting in the effort for this connection. And that doesn't even sound like the kind of person that they thought they were. And now they're open to it. And in your person's mind, they're understanding that it should mean they do have feelings for you. So it's more of, that kind of hit like that. And for me, I think of it as more of the Tower moment, like that aha moment coming for your person, because I think that all along they're like, no feelings, what are you even talking about? And now all of it sort of is coming together, and they're like, oh, that actually means I do have feelings for this person. So that's one stage, and then the next stage is about thinking how to ground this connection. All of it, both of them put together, both of the phases that your person is in putting together, they are actually aligning to both of you coming together. I'll just take one more card for clarification. Can you clarify the world for me, please? Typing this one, yep. Yeah, dreamy energy coming through. This person, see, it's not just the Page of Pentacles, it's also the Page of Cups. So it's not just stability that's coming your way. It's also about an emotional beginning that's coming your way. It's also about this person sending you like a very emotional message, telling you how they feel about you. So you can expect communication from this person. You can also expect some kind of a romantic gesture from this person. But I am getting kind of like an advice for you, pal, too. Their idea of a romantic gesture might not be your idea of a romantic gesture. I think that this person might be a little bit inexperienced with that. So you might have to kind of take a look at the intent or the energy of the gesture rather than what the gesture actually is. All right. And I know this is a very weird thought that's in my mind, but this is the thought that's coming in my mind. A cat, you know, like you feed like for example, if you have a cat and then you feed the cat and then it's so grateful that it goes out and gets you a rat. Like, I mean, you're not going to eat the rat, but it's still like a gesture from the cat that it is thankful and it wants to, you know, give you something. So I am getting that. I know it's a very, very weird thought that's coming in, but I feel that there's going to be a little bit of a mismatch between your understanding of what a romantic gesture is and this person's understanding of it, just because they haven't been experienced and they don't really know. I think over time that they're going to learn and they're going to kind of evolve, but don't expect the romantic gesture to be something that you would do, but see the energy behind it. All right, that is actually one advice that's coming through for you, but I will get you one more advice. One advice for pile 2, please. One advice for pile 2. A little bit of naive energy coming from your person there, in terms of like building with someone, in terms of showing their feelings as well. But it's not that they're not going to, they're definitely going to. It's just, it's probably not going to be what you expect or what is the norm that you see out there. All right, but just kind of tap into the energy behind it. Then you will be able to know that, yeah, okay, I understand what this person means and what they feel for me. All right. Yes. First off, your patience, all right, is being rewarded right now. And second, you might have to be the one to kind of navigate this connection. All right, you might have to take lead in this connection just because this person's a little bit naive about how to do this, but they're willing to learn from you. That's the thing. All right, so you might have to take lead. You might have to kind of show them the way a little bit. You might have to kind of give them some direction on how to go, how to show their feelings, so on and so forth. So you might, that burden, I guess I wouldn't even call it a burden, though I can see how that can become a burden long term. But it looks like that responsibility is a little bit on you right now as your person evolves. But once they do, then it looks like they will slowly take lead. But the initial stages, it looks like you might have to be the one to show this person. Yeah. It's not that both of you won't be happy. Both of you will be really, really happy. It's just that I think that your person does not know how to show up. So they're learning, and you might have to be a little bit patient until they catch up with where you are at. All right? How to? This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips, and in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. How to? Take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.